Since this venerable stadium was erected in the Pennsylvania hills, it has been the home to toughness, to passion, to winning. Welcome to Happy Valley and Beaver Stadium, home to the Penn State Nittany Lions. This game could have a huge impact on the trajectory of both teams' seasons, as each are trying to break into the top 25. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Boston College Eagles, taking on a fellow AAC opponent, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Boston College's offense takes the field to start this game off. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Boston College right back to the line.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Second down coming up. Off the play fake. Wiggle. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky.
And just pressure. You got to love the ability to get to the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. And then the cherry on the sundae, Jesse, is getting him on the ground and forcing a long yardage situation for your offense.
Yeah, life is chaotic for this quarterback right now, David, no doubt about it. This pocket is collapsing, and you saw it on that last play. He does not have time to set his feet, survey the field, and make an accurate throw.
After the miss on third down, the punt team is on the field. He's got it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So Penn State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Live by the blitz, get hit with a chunk play on the blitz, too, especially if you're man up on that dude.
And you know what? You lose some battles, especially to receivers like this who are so elite. You're going to lose some.
And they get the sack right out of the gate.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Penn State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Open space at the 25. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
First and goal now. Let's see what Boston College calls. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Eagles.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Troy is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Syracuse. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can...
And he's running in the open. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. On second down, he'll fire. Working that left side now. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in a hurry-up. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quick strike complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. Trying play action. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. The Nittany Lions are stopped, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Throws for the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Nittany Lions look to do some damage in the red zone. Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's back to throw on 2nd down. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great job by this defense. You don't care about yards anymore. Yards are arbitrary. Let them drive down the field, so be it. You want to keep touchdowns off the board, and they might have just done that with a sack right there.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Between the uprights, it's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got a man, it's Harris. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver.
The expressway is wide open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Boston College wants to play fast.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got a man. It's Harris. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Boston College will try to get it in on a first and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Snagged in the middle, it's Hill. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Boston College. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's got his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. The give out of the gun. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. And the Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. Gives it to the back on the draw. Runs through a tackle. Went to the running game on 3rd down and picked up 5, but still a couple of yards short. It's 4th and 2. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They run the reverse. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the DB right with him to knock it away. Boston College will send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. He's got an open man. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. From the red zone, looking for a man. It's complete. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Looking to the end zone. And he will score! Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. A strike downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They'll try the run. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Boston College right back to the line. On 3rd down, going up top. Makes his connection. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Boston College putting together a very efficient drive.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Makes the catch. It's Harris. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the 1st down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to keep a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
Might as well stick with him. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. The give. Brought down after a 5-yard gain down to the 7. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Power football with the run. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Unleashes one deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game and all slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw. And as a result, it ends up in an interception.
For a productive play on 1st down. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
Wide out in motion. The give to the tailback. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Tackled after picking up the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Moves away as he feels pressure. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, the field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Louisiana Tech is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Ruston today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Arkansas State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Now they'll run the draw. Keeps the legs moving. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Give to the running back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes a move. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
Got it, looking for the first down. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on fourth down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Quick release by the QB. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The play action fake. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They'll try to run for it. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. The Nittany Lions line it up with a first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Looking to scramble. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this ball.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Nice move to pick up yardage.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. And the misconnection on 3rd down. Boston College will send out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, dude.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. And the Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. A new set of downs after the completion.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. He's got him this time. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
He'll try the left side. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Snags it quickly on the left.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
They'll run play action. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Boston College lining up to punt this one away. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Going up top on 1st down. Fires and picked off. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Boston College! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Troy is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Syracuse. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, the best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Fires to the big fella. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Boston College will send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Under 30 seconds to go here in the half. Let's see how they play it on 1st and 10. Finds a tight end. They'll immediately call timeout.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
Wants to throw on 1st down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. What a disappointment. No good. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll throw it on 1st down. He'll off one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Happy Valley. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in State College, PA.
It's all teed up. Boston College will kick to start this 3rd quarter. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first down and wants more. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Comes out throwing on first down. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds a man on the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. A lot of urgency for this offense. Now the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Boston College wants to play fast.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for the pass.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield at screen. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the 4th sack of the day. This defense have had some bright moments, but they've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. It's reverse. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
And you got to love this if you're the defensive coordinator because your defense stayed disciplined. They didn't over-pursue to the running back. They stayed home, played great with their eyes, and were able to make a tackle.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Let's see what he can do with it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Open.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Running back searching for a hole. And the ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And when you're on defense, and it's wet, and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
Excellent field position here for the offense. He wants to throw. Pass on the way. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. The 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Penn State!
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Wide receiver shows motion. Powers forward. He goes airborne, and he's in there, and the two-point try is good. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harmon. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. To the ground with the back. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Boston College right back to the line. Back to the ground with the running back. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. No huddle offense to the line.
And those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, shooting up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Puts you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number one, we got to stop the run.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Boston College will send out the punt team. And the ball comes to rest right there. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that will cause for you to be a little bit conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind. It's one mistake, Jesse, move on.
I've always been a fan of getting that guy who fumbled it, the ball back early. You got to let that guy turn the page. They need him to make plays if they're going to win this game.
The RPO fired complete to the left. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Went with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the Nittany Lions are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the back. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man downfield. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. They'll leave it with him. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying play action. Finds his tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Field goal is good. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Akron is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Charlie Fry, this offense is not capable of scoring points every single time it sees the ball. They're up by 6 over Ball State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Hands it off. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Backed up just inside their own 20. It's 2nd and 9 from the 19. Coming after it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dude, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Quarterback will audible. Trying to get the corner. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's caught. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And now, after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the punishment has been extended. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he tacks on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
52, Boston College.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Trying to get to him. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
Man, how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
After the big first down sack, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Skips away from pressure. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. They go to the ground. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Hit the afterburners, kid. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. 3rd and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down inbounds. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Getting some heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. On second down, wants to throw. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Safe completion on the screen. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Movement here from the tight end. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Motion from the offense. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. The play action fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
The Nittany Lions will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Trying to find his man on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. To the air on first down. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. He's looking to throw. Completes it in the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment. Defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. They'll throw it on first down. Tosses it incomplete. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Now improvising. He's going to take off. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Tight end finds a soft spot. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Boston College now operates from the red zone. Quarterback on the keeper. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They've controlled the football on this drive. The 8th play will be a 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Golden Eagles trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. He's got it. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Makes him talk to the hand. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Fast motion from the offense. The give as they work on that clock. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Off play action. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out. But if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw that thing away. Can't take negative plays at this point.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. He'll start this drive firing. The throw. Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
At the 47-yard line.
He's going to pass. Quickly complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.